Hello everybody, and peace of Christ to all of you. I have a conversation with a Muslim in private, and he agreed finally that the Quran is full of mistakes, but still he is saying that the mistakes in the Quran, as he found, it's only about scientific mistakes, and he claimed that those mostly the Jews, they put them in the Quran. Like the sunset and murky water. And he said, I heard you many times that the Jews, they trick the prophet. So the Jews behind it. Oh, okay, that makes sense now. I mean, we have to blame the Jews for everything. Yeah, and then Allah, he allowed it in the Quran. But anyway, but he said, well, I challenge you to find me a contradiction about faith. They might be able to play with science, but when it comes to the faith, Islam faith is firm about what to worship, what not to worship, especially about being monotheist. So I said, okay, I will make a video for you. Just watch it and laugh. This is a chapter 6, verse number 148, and this is Ibn Kathir interpretation. However, you don't want to read interpretation, you can read just the verse as you wish. Those who committed shirk, they say, if Allah had willed, we would not have committed shirk, nor would our fathers, and we would not have forbidden anything against his will. You can read the rest. Muhammad, now he is saying to them, no, you are wrong. And this is Ibn Kathir, he making a rebuttal for it. Ibn Kathir in his time is like a YouTuber, like those kids in YouTube. He says the most stupid things and you die laughing at him. But supposedly he's a scholar for the Muhammad, and before us he's a joker. So rebuttal for them. Here Allah has mentioned a debate with the idolaters, refuting a false notion. So that without reading the rest, you can read the rest. It is a false notion. But if we go a little bit in the same chapter, not different chapter, just to show you how stupid this religion is. This is 6 verse 148. This is 6 verse 137. Even the kuffar, not only their belief, even their action is by the will of Allah. If Allah had willed, they did not do any of that. Do you see it? If Allah had willed, they have not done any of that. Let us go back a little bit, just to show you how silly this religion is. It's made by a foolish man. His name is Muhammad. We go back again to chapter 6. Chapter 6, verse 135. If Allah will, He made them all believers. So it was Allah will not to make them all believers. Okay? Had Allah willed, all right, he gather you all into guidance. Had Allah willed. All of us, we knew that Islam based in destiny. Even this is one of the most important pillars of Islam, to believe in destiny. And now you are saying to them, no, it's not your destiny, which is stupid. Let us go back. More verses in the same. I'm not going to show even from different chapter. I'm going to show just from the same chapter. Chapter 6 verse 107. Look at this one. Remember, chapter 6 verse 148 says, the mushrikeen, they said, the polytheists, they said it's Allah will, if to be who we are, the way we believe, the way we worship. And he said to them, no, this is false. Chapter 6 verse 107 saying, yeah, you are right, read with me and laugh. Had Allah will. This is not the kuffar saying that. This is Allah himself saying that. Had Allah willed, they would not have taken other beside him. But in 148 it says, they are the one who is saying, had Allah willed, the same sentence. Had Allah willed, we will not take beside him and I like a gods. And he said to them, no, this is false notion. Let me make a rebuttal for you. But the same Muhammad, he make a Quran in the same chapter. Actually, it's a verse before, way before that one. Remember, that one is 148. Here it says, Muhammad saying to them, supposedly Allah speaking through him. Remember, Jibreel squeezed him, mayonnaise came, and the mayonnaise is the Quran. Mayonnaise, what you do when I come for you. Had Allah willed, they would not have taken other beside him in worship, and we have not made you a watcher over them, nor you are a set over. So even he is saying to them, Muhammad, it's not your business. You are nobody. You are not a watcher over. You are not even in charge of them. And this is contradict many verses in the Quran. Kill them, take them, torture them. Here, you are not even in charge. You are not, you are not a watcher over them. Had Allah willed, they would not take false God as gods. It's the will of Allah. And the same, are we done? No. It's all over the Quran. But I'm just showing you in one chapter in the Quran. And the poor Ibn Kathir is trying to defend his false prophet, saying this is a false notion, this is a false statement, this is a false argument, when the fact Muhammad obviously is a false prophet. And this is why when you speak Arabic, you'll find how laughable the Quran is. Grammar wrong, weak Arabic, stupid meaning, just trying to make a tone at the end of the sentence to make it like a rap music, which is a big failure, destroying any story you're trying to tell, because his main purpose is to keep the tone, not to keep the story. As an example, when Muhammad he says Allah is the best of the creators, al-khaliqeen, because there's in. So he need a word which is in. And then Abdullah ibn Sarah he said, Allahu Tabarakallahu ahsan al-khaliqeen. Muhammad he liked it, he added to the Quran. And this is why the guy he left Islam, because he said to him, but Prophet, I am the one who said that, not you. He said, oh, Allah he sent it to me, the same he sent it to you. And then Abdullah ibn Sarah, which is the brother of Uthman ibn Affan, he said to himself, okay, well obviously Muhammad is a false prophet, because if he is, if he is a prophet of Allah and it was revealed to him. Hey, how to clean this? Hold on. Okay, let us see. I'm just using. I cannot even see the screen when I type. Sorry. All right. I don't want to damage it. I mean, you know the verses. So this is how stupid Islam is, and this is why the Quran and Islam cannot be from God. I mean, even the Quran says if this is a book made by other than Allah, you will find in it a lot of contradiction. I mean, if introduction even reached the faith, not only about which one Allah created first, even the faith is wrong. Adam sinned because Allah made him commit sin. The hadith says that Adam and Musa, they have a debate and an argument, and Musa says to Adam, because of you we are out of heaven. Adam, he says to Moses, are you blaming me for a sin Allah ordained for me 40,000 years before my creation? And some hadith says 40 years. So this is how stupid this religion is. Even the sin of Adam was not the sin of Adam. It was a plan of Allah to sin. And then he punish you. And then you ask for repentance. And that's why Muhammad, he says, I swear by Allah, the one who have my soul in his hand, if you did not commit sin and ask for forgiveness, Allah would destroy you and replace you with nation who commit sin and ask for forgiveness. Thank you very much. May the Lord bless you. And I hope this Muslim will leave Islam, him and his family. He have a nice family. I spoke to them too. He's serious. His wife, she almost, she agree in everything I say, except him. He said, well, if you can show me a contradiction about the faith, which is impossible. He was so sure. I will be waiting. This reminds me about a verse on the Quran says, they ask Muhammad about miracle. He says, wait, and we are waiting. Allah saying, Allah, imagine, wait, and I am waiting too. Take care. Don't forget to leave your comment and tell your friends about our channel and share the videos. God bless you.